been an awesome day. How many of you are new to improv? All right. Craig, you are not. I can't see everything, but I can see. I got into improv about 8 years ago, and I came from a background that was nothing like improv. I was like your typical mechanical engineering student where I was just like very introverted, or at least I thought I was. Got to this point where I was out of school and a lot of my friends had moved away, and I was like, I need to find like a new outlet. I had always enjoyed watching comedy movies and watching stand-up comedians. I was like, oh, I wonder how like they got started in that.
What was that? You said rutabaga? What a great word.
Walked into my first class at Central Coast Comedy Theater, I had no idea what I was in for. It was totally like outside my comfort zone. And at the same time, I was like, I know that there's something here that I need. It's fantastic for my mental health. Gets you out of your head. And it's those moments when you're completely engrossed in a pretend reality that you are completely free. It's the willingness to not take yourself so seriously. Improv is actively asking you to put all that down for a second and just play.
Hey, thanks for being my friend who pushes me out of my comfort zone.
Janet, that's so sweet. I would push you anytime. Okay.
I love working with younger people because I think it does really impact your life, especially like right in that like weird teenage to like adult like transition period where social things can be really tough sometimes. I used to self-medicate with alcohol in college, and that was not a good coping strategy at all. And I think I was doing it because I wanted to be my extroverted self, but I couldn't on my own. That's one of the coolest things, is just having a community that like supports me. I mean, I may be the head of this, but like I've got so much support behind me that I couldn't do it without them.
I got into improv because I was actually in law school, and I knew that I was going to be an attorney and a litigator, specifically in the courtroom, and I was terrified of public speaking, just had like a crippling fear. So I decided that I needed to work on that fear in order to not freeze up in court.
That's a no.
No. I decided to take an improv class, and I ended up just falling in love with it. And also my public speaking fear went away within, honestly, like a matter of weeks. My duo partner, Randy, we've known each other for several years and played on a variety of teams. There'll be no cuts. It'll just be us playing 2 characters or potentially more characters in one spot for the entire time. So I'm an improv instructor down in San Diego. I mostly teach the core curriculum at Finest City Improv, but I also started my own improv organization called Divergent Improv. My favorite part about improv is also my favorite part about being human, which is just really the ability to connect with one another regardless of the significance of the context. So even if you can connect with someone at a coffee shop that you've never met before, it can still hold significance, just like a scene. Even though it only happens once and never again, it also holds that significance and just that real human connection.
I want everyone to feel that joy the forest provides. You know,
I started doing improv around 9 years now. It started with just a college club in Cal State Fullerton, and then they led me to the improv community outside the college in Orange County. I drove 4.5 hours to here because I knew people are gonna be here from the Improv Utopia retreats that I've attended.
Yeah, the vocalizing is almost like the Al Pacino school of improv. Like, whoa! Like, you know, so what I want, you know, if it's, what was that crowd? You know, of like, ah, whoa. I can only do
I first got into improv in the 20th century. I went to the College of William and Mary, and there was an improv group there. They seemed like the coolest people in the world to me, and kind of attached to it ever since.
As it feels, like, improv is hard when you feel like, I've literally
Been in LA for about 23 years now. There's a very strong community in LA, and I met my wife about 20 years ago.
Orange tuxedo.
I think I sound good. Do you? Yeah. Okay, great. Awesome. You hear
testing, mics, popping.
The scariest part is you don't know what you're gonna say. But it's gotta be like roller coaster fear. It can't be dentist fear, you know? It's not fear that turns you inward and shuts you down. It's like fear that like makes your eyes wider, your ears wider, and you're more sensitive to your surroundings.
We only have finite amounts of freeze-dried ice cream. We haven't even taken off yet.
It gets us playing like children again, but with the intelligence and experience we bring to it as adults, you know? So we can be adults and we can talk about adult subjects, but we're being playful like children again. As we get older, we tend to like build up more barriers. So like it takes down some of those barriers and allows us to connect as human beings. My favorite thing about improv is just how much surprise and variety there is, because I try to tell my students, like, I don't want to turn you into the same type of improviser or into images of me. I'm me, you're you. We are the only raw material that we have when we improvise, so it's like tapping into our own personal energy, sense of humor, experience. As a teacher, you're trying to unlock what is unique about every person.
I started improv in 2012 or 2013 in San Francisco, where I lived for like 10 years. And then I did some when I moved very briefly to Phoenix, Arizona for a year. And then now I live up in Humboldt, where I'm from. And I run a little class up there because it's a very small community and we don't really have a lot of improv. So now it's my responsibility. There's like a big network of improvisers throughout California and the country. And so this guy was just like, hey, you're in California. If you want, there's a one-day improv festival. And I was like, can I travel really, really far for this? And I decided that yes, I could, and I'm happy I did. Improv is really important to me personally because I grew up really, really, really shy, and it helps me not be really, really shy. And I've become really good at like job interviews and public speaking, which is not a skill that I had before. So I feel like improv has so many like transferable skills for life, and it's really fun.
No. Red here, blue, green.
Dad, it's just too...
Red.
I got into improv because I have always enjoyed watching it. And it just makes me happy, and I needed to be able to laugh because we're living in kind of some difficult times right now.
I love the ants because insects are part of me.
I started taking classes with Central Coast Comedy Theater about maybe a year and a half ago. I was going through some tough times. My mom was ill, and so this was kind of a nice counterbalance to that. I'm kind of shy, and I thought this would be kind of a kickstart to giving me confidence to actually maybe do more performing. I thought it would be fun to actually hear from some different instructors from out of the area and meet some other students from out of the area as well. It's like the serendipity of the moment because you never know exactly where a scene's going to go, what's going to come up, and people are always surprising you with their creativity and just their capacity to have fun, make other people laugh.
Improv is a universal language. There's a lot of modalities, there's a lot of theory, there's a lot to learn if you want to. We had a show last night as everyone arrived, and You know, my wife afterwards was saying how it's amazing seeing folks who have never played together play together and you can't tell. A lot of these folks have never met each other before, and there's something really magical about the connection that you have when you come into a space wanting to play and wanting to support each other. Improv has a profoundly beneficial impact on mental health, and I think that's the direction as a theater that we want to go and continue to improve and partner in the community. It's increasingly proven. You not only have a really great community to support you and explore and play with, but it's very therapeutic in a lot of ways. And so I really recommend it to anybody as a way to be present and get away from the rest of the demands of life.
From Mustang News, I'm Kimber Draughon.